Apple has officially released macOS Tahoe, the final version. And guess what? Even unsupported Macs using OpenCore Legacy Patcher started receiving the upgrade notification. Many users either clicked accidentally, or because of wrong update settings, their Mac got upgraded to Tahoe, and now they're stuck. Because right now, macOS Tahoe is not fully supported on older Macs through OCLP. That's why many users are complaining that their keyboard, mouse, trackpad, Wi-Fi, and even USB ports have stopped working, leaving their Mac almost unusable. But don't panic, in this video, I'll show you exactly what to do next. How to revert back to your stable OS. How to recover your data and how to avoid this mess in the future. So, if your Mac has already jumped into Tahoe, or you simply want to stay safe before it happens, watch carefully. Because the solution starts right here. When you receive the upgrade notification, never click Upgrade Now straight away. Many users make the mistake of scrolling down, seeing macOS Sequoia updates, and thinking they're just updating Sequoia or their apps. But in reality, clicking Upgrade Now also installs macOS Tahoe. Because if you click the small I button next to the upgrade, you'll see that macOS Tahoe is pre-selected by default. That means the moment you hit upgrade, your system won't just update, it will actually download and install Tahoe. The safe way? Always open the I menu, deselect macOS Tahoe, and only choose updates that are officially supported by OpenCore Legacy Patcher. And if even Sequoia's update isn't supported yet, deselect it too, leaving only safe app updates like Safari or other listed apps. Another critical step I always recommend after installing macOS with OCLP. Go to Automatic Updates Settings, click the I button, and disable the top 3 toggles. These are related to full system upgrades and can accidentally trigger an unsupported macOS installation. Keep only the Security Updates toggle enabled. This way you'll continue receiving essential security patches, without risking an accidental macOS upgrade. Now, what if the upgrade has already happened and your Mac is running Tahoe? Unfortunately, there's no simple one-click fix. But with the right steps, you can still recover your data and move back to a supported OS. Option 1. Use Thunderbolt port. This option is ideal for users whose Mac can boot into macOS Tahoe, but the built-in keyboard, trackpad, and USB ports no longer function. The good news is that the Thunderbolt port still works. Simply connect a Thunderbolt to USB adapter, attach an external keyboard and mouse, and you'll regain control of your Mac. Once you're in, immediately back up your important data to an external drive. After that, create a bootable USB installer of your previous macOS version like Sequoia, Sonoma, or Ventura, and do a clean reinstallation. Another safe option is to install a supported, or even unsupported, version of macOS on an external USB drive. This method is especially useful if your Mac no longer boots at all. In that case, boot your Mac directly from the external drive. For example, I'm running macOS Sequoia on my unsupported Mac via USB. Once inside, open Finder and navigate to the internal macOS Tahoe volume. From there, copy your files from the user's folder to another external drive. If you encounter red folder icons or permission errors, right-click the folder, choose Get Info, or simply press Command+I. Then unlock with your admin password and change the permissions to read and write. This will allow you to copy your files without restrictions. This third option is risky. It can cause data loss or even make your Mac completely unbootable. That's why I recommend using it only as a last resort and entirely at your own risk. If you already have another macOS installed, on an external USB or partition, boot into that system. Download and install the latest OCLP 3.0.0 beta, and run it. Click Build and install OpenCore. And install it directly onto your main internal drive where macOS Tahoe is located. In some cases, this restores partial functionality, like keyboard, mouse, trackpad, and USB ports, so you can back up your data. I've personally tested this many times on different unsupported Macs, and it worked fine for me, but again, I cannot take responsibility for any damage or data loss. Proceed only if you've exhausted all other options. And that's it for today's video. For more quick macOS Tahoe updates on unsupported Macs, check out the playlist on this channel and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.